Namaste. I would like to talk about hip flexibility in the Trikonasana, triangle pose, and the Parivrtta Trikonasana, the twisting triangle. So first we look at the triangle. And very commonly, I know from Iyengar yoga many years ago, I learned that the two hips should be facing front. And that kind of is a bit of a difficult because then you might be placing some tension on the joints. So very, very nice to do is just bend a little bit in the knee. Now, we can allow that hip, but how do I get that hip to be more and more open in time is engage into the back leg, lift the thigh, lift from the sit bone open, and keep this open as you're trying to rotate it open and lift. So before you even rotate, always make sure you lift, make extension, and relax shoulders, and then you got space in the joint and you can open. Then you try and keep both thighs pressing back. So when you're going into the triangle pose, you're trying to go directly as if you're going through like a windscreen wiper or between two panes of glass, just going directly to the side. Now this hip doesn't always allow that, so it drops in a little bit. And that's not a problem. You can either work on it in the beginning, rotate it, and it's nice with a bent knee, and reach out and lengthen as far as you can, and then see if you can keep it rotating, keep it lifted, and opening out into that position. Or you could go into the position and then keep working on rotating that sit bone down towards the floor. So let me show you. It gets a really beautiful, nice stretch on the outer glute. So we go into position, letting the hip drop a little bit. Then I lift, push onto the outside of the foot, push the hip forward, lift from the tummy, and keep rotating. So I'm getting a real good activation from the back glute here. Okay, then the same, or you can try the other side. So instead of going with a hip, you can go with a hip and then work on trying to push. Really, it's not even rotating the back hip, it's lifting and trying to open both hips in the front. So either with a bent leg or with a straight leg, or letting it go in first and then rotating it out when you're at the bottom. I think I enjoyed that one for many, many months. Just going down, straight leg, going into a straight leg, and then lifting and working on keeping the arm there, but the hip rotates open. And really nice stretch over the hip. Okay. Same in Parivrtta Trikonasana. The back leg can really secure you. Let's go back to the first side, whichever your first side is. Okay. The instep lifted. So you don't want to face completely in to bring that hip in, because then you got no outer rotation in that hip. So foot about 45 degrees. And now you'll find, what about those hips? Now the one's going forward and the other one's trying to go back. You're trying to get this one forward and that one back. Okay, always push down through the feet. Sit bones up, feel the lift, and lift. And just lift the instep, push the thigh back, and see how much you can rotate with that thigh coming open. Even as you're going into the position, see if you can lift and open. Then lift the opposite side on the inside as you go down towards the floor. So even there, even if I've rotated to that, I can still lift, create the space in the back leg, and elongate through the crown of the head. And it's really, really good for the muscles on the side. There's not many poses or many stretches that actually enable us to get the side muscle. It's really, really amazing, because this side muscle causes a lot of problems. Groin, lower back, can cause a lot of problems. So we'd really like to stretch it there. So 45 degree, lift, make space, and try it, pushing down, lifting, pulling without letting that roll in. So it's not there. So I'm keeping that instep lifted, then reaching out. But as I lift, I keep rotating the front leg outer rotation, pushing through the big toe of the front leg and going down. So even if it did go a little bit there, I still can re-engage the back leg. Good. Enjoy. Namaste. Thank you for joining me.